All right, welcome back, students. Let's just jump right into the content today. We're doing a really close reading for this explainer, focusing on a text called The Architect of Your Own Masterpiece. Now, here is the wild thing about this speech. It is exactly 100 words long, just 100 words, yet it is completely packed with this incredibly structured, heavy-hitting guide for your academic journey. So let's slow down for a minute and really unpack the philosophical weight of this thing. The text opens right out of the gate with this. Life is like a blank canvas, and your choices create the masterpiece. Now, as a student, staring at a blank canvas, well, it can be downright terrifying, right? Whether that's the start of a totally fresh semester or just, that menacing blinking cursor on an empty Word doc at 2 in the morning. But the text is telling us that this emptiness, it's actually the source of your absolute agency. It's profoundly liberating when you really think about it. You are absolutely not painting by numbers here. You are creating the masterpiece yourself through your own deliberate, day-to-day choices. And this brilliantly illustrates the stark contrasts we're dealing with. We start with the canvas, meaning life as an entirely empty starting point, and we end with the masterpiece, which is the cumulative result of all those choices you make. And look, that jump from the terrifying emptiness to the brilliant final picture, it doesn't just happen by accident. No way. It happens through the incredibly intentional choices you make every single morning. The canvas is empty, sure, but that emptiness is literally just room for your life to grow. Now, taking an empty canvas and actually turning it into a masterpiece isn't exactly a walk in the park. The source material pivots straight into the inevitability of the struggle. Facing a blank canvas means you are guaranteed to encounter fear and hardship. It's just built into the process. I mean, you can't put paint to a canvas without making a few messes along the way, right? The text acknowledges a vital truth here. This struggle has immense utility. It isn't some glitch in the system of your education, it's actually a core feature of how you build your life. Which brings us to one of the boldest claims in the whole text. Listen to this. Don't fear hardships. Recognize that every pain teaches the value of happiness. The author is making a remarkably strong argument here. They aren't just giving you a cliché, like telling you to tough it out during a brutal exam week. They're arguing that pain is actually the essential teacher. Think about it like a real painting. Without the contrast of the dark, difficult colors on your canvas, the bright, joyous colors fundamentally wouldn't pop. The text demands that we sit with this idea, that hardship is the exact mechanism that allows us to understand what happiness even is. Let's move to and see how this builds into a total visual reframing. We are shifting entirely from fearing hardships to actually valuing happiness through pain. And man, this is a vital mindset shift for any student. When you get a bad grade or you face a really difficult personal challenge, the natural instinct is to just fear it, run away, and avoid it. But the source instructs us to actively rewire that instinct. We have to recognize the hidden value in the hardship. It's a complete transformation of how we perceive our academic and personal obstacles. Because of that vital reframing, the text redefines what it actually means to be strong. Strength is found in how you overcome unavoidable challenges. Notice that crucial word there, unavoidable. The text explicitly states that challenges are going to happen. They are a 100% guarantee. Therefore, your strength has absolutely nothing to do with how well you avoid problems. Strength is strictly defined by the active process of overcoming the challenges that are guaranteed to block your path. It's the muscle you build from climbing, not the armor you wear to hide. So, if challenges are unavoidable and our strength is defined solely by overcoming them, how exactly do we do that? What are the actual mechanics of this progress? How do you, sitting there right now as a student, actively navigate the struggles we just talked about? Well, the speech doesn't just leave us hanging with abstract philosophy. It shifts directly into the tangible mechanics of growth, specifically focusing on what it means to persist. The text offers this incredibly powerful directive. Remember, no goal is too big if you persist with courage. Now, the key word I really want to focus on here is persist. Courage isn't just some fleeting feeling you get when you're motivated. It is the literal engine of your progress. It's the fuel that allows you to persist when those unavoidable challenges suddenly show up. Whether your goal is surviving a brutally hard chemistry class or figuring out your entire career path, the text promises that no goal is too massive, as long as that engine of courageous persistence keeps running. And to keep that engine running, the text provides 3 very specific, real-world tools for growth. First, learn from your mistakes. This ties right back to not fearing hardship, remember? Mistakes are literally just data for your next attempt. Second, welcome help when needed. You aren't expected to paint this canvas entirely alone. Asking a teacher, a mentor, or a peer for help is a tool. It's not a weakness. And third, remain true to yourself. In a super busy, pressure-filled student environment, your authenticity is your absolute anchor. These three tools, they're the brushes you use to navigate the canvas. So, with these tools in hand, what is all this actually for? I mean, why push through the struggle and learn from mistakes and persist with courage? Well, I want you to completely rethink your ultimate finish line. The source text does something totally fascinating here, pivoting entirely away from what society traditionally assumes is the end goal. So, the crucial point is that the text redefines success entirely. It defines it as becoming your best version and making memories along the way. Notice what is fascinatingly absent from this speech. There is absolutely no mention of straight A's, no mention of a perfect GPA, or landing a prestigious job title, or winning shiny awards. The text completely strips away all those traditional academic accolades and redefines your ultimate success strictly as personal evolution, becoming your best version, and the simple, joyful act of making memories along the way. And to embark on that redefined journey, the text offers this really profound affirmation. You're capable of greatness. Just let that sink in for a second. You, right now, exactly wherever you are in your academic journey, possess this inherent capability. The source text states it as an absolute, undeniable fact. You are already equipped with the capacity for greatness. You just have to make the choice to pick up the brush. So how do you apply that brush to the canvas every single day? Well, the speech closes with a really concrete three-part daily procedure. Step 1, embrace each moment. Be fiercely present in your studies and in your life. Step 2, help one another. Remember, true success actually includes making memories and sharing the journey with your peers. And step 3, cherish every lesson. Actually, scratch that. Cherish every lesson. Whether it came from a really painful hardship or a joyous victory, cherish it because it's a totally necessary stroke of paint on your masterpiece. And that brings us right to the text's final sign-off. Keep moving forward. It's an ongoing mandate for us. It's this beautiful, encouraging reminder that as long as you have breath in your lungs, the canvas is still taking paint. The pursuit of becoming your best version, it never actually stops. You just keep moving forward, learning, adapting, and growing. As we wrap up our close reading of this remarkable little 100-word text, I want to leave you with one lingering question to think about today. What will your masterpiece be? The canvas is totally blank and the tools are sitting right there in your hands. Yes, the unavoidable challenges are out there, but they're just waiting to teach you the value of happiness. The choice is entirely yours. So get out there, apply these lessons, and start creating. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you guys next time.